Hello, gamers, and welcome back to another episode on the Ignitor SMP. My name is Dark, and I am here starting the episode at Relic Runner, where we're going to be spending most of the episode. In fact, this is going to be a Relic Runner focused episode, but not in the way you think. We're not playing Relic Runner. No, 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 no. We're helping build it. Yes. So Relic Runner opened coming up on a year ago at this point, and we have been playing it for a long time, but just level 1. And in the background, Vid has been plotting and scheming what he's going to do with the rest of the game, because there's meant to be 4 levels in total in this mega game that has been built here in Survival. And he came to us, the community, on Ignitor to help him figure out what to do with levels 2 and 3. And everyone took a little chunk and designed their own part. And we did that some time ago. He's been combining it all into a plausible game layout, and now it's time to build. Today, we're going to be helping build our section of Relic Runner that we designed a few months ago. And yeah, we're going to be putting it in place, and we're going to be helping out with a lot of sort of mob collection. There's going to need to be some hostile mobs in the game in order to make it challenging, and we're going to do our fair part to try and help out with that too. So that's going to be the focus of today. Let's get into it. Okay, so I've shown Relic Runner a lot in my videos, but only usually from inside the game when we're playing it. Unless you watch a lot of VidMC's videos, this view of Relic Runner is probably quite new to you. This is what it looks like on the outside of the game. This is everything that makes it run. So it looks complicated, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff in here, but all of this big blocked off area, this is basically where the level is, where the player is inside, running through the maze, avoiding the Ravagers, and collecting the relics. And yeah, all of the other stuff around here is to do with making the game function, essentially. But yeah, Vid built this gigantic hole in the map, and it goes all the way down to bedrock. And it's many chunks wide. I forget exactly how many. Enough. And yeah, he had designed it very cleverly to be expandable. And until now, we've only been playing level 1. And in order to get more levels, there is supposed to be 4 in total eventually. But level 2 and 3, he asked Ignitors to help design some of the yellow areas. And we made it a group effort. And I've designed my part of it. And yeah, now it's time to build it. So let's have a little look-see. Let's go further down in the hole. So this is still level 1, I believe. Yes, this is the library section. That's actually the library edition that I built some time ago in the end there. And yeah, then we come down. Let's come down to this platform right here. You can see the rest of this is space. So everywhere there's a yellow layer is where there are levels. So that's level 1, and the red bit in between is the redstone that sits underneath the level, just to power that level specifically. Most of the things above are more general game-related stuff. So yeah, in between these yellow sections here will be level 2 and 3, and then 4 will be underneath this black layer of concrete that goes down even further. They'd put this black layer in because there's a fair amount of water in designs, both in my design and Cubicles apparently, whereby we both used a fair amount of water in our level. So that black level there is to protect the very bottom of the game from spillage. So this is what it's going to look like when it's complete. We're not going to go in any detail for any spoilers, but you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that needs to get built all the way down to this level throughout the entire map. And all of this needs to get built. So let me turn off that mega map. What I've done is carve out my section of it, which is just down there. You see all that blue stuff? That is what I'm going to build for my level. Ooh. And yeah, we've started already. We did a massive group material gathering exercise. So let me get down to where the materials are. I think they're over this side. Yeah, everything's getting a little difficult to access already. But Vid made a spreadsheet of all the material list from that giant schematic of putting all of our designs together, and came out with a list of 250,000 items that needed collecting. 250,000. Wow. And in just a few short days, with a massive group effort, we managed to collect all of it. Every single last thing is all here in shulkers, ready to be used for the build. Look at this. We've just got stone, and what is this? Concrete, and here we've got different walls, and here we've got redstone, of which there's an awful lot. And yeah, all the different stones, and it just keeps on going and going and going all the way past those blocks over there. It's a lot of materials. We've been working hard on our section over here. So what I've done is I've put in a lot of the redstone stuff that's going to be sitting underneath this here, which is on all of these colored wall lines. This is going to be controlling a lot of the stuff that we interact with directly in this level and gets affected by sort of global game rules stuff. And I just got to the point where we're putting in this protective layer. So I've got this gigantic glass thing, and that is the sort of additional protective layer I put in, just in case when building or maybe even playing, accidentally a wall gets punched out and water leaks out somewhere, that it's going to collect and end up not destroying all of this wonderful redstone underneath. And yeah, as I said, Vid put in this concrete floor, and then obviously there's the very bottom of the game down here with his sound processing unit and other parts of the game where we'll also end up putting in level 4 eventually. So yeah, that's it for now. My task now is to build the rest of this level, and that's what we're going to start doing in a series of time lapses. So I'm going to try and capture that all now and put this level in place. A Relic Runner. So that is our part of the level complete, and others have been very busy as well. We're nearly there actually. I think there's been a huge group effort to get stuff done, and things are coming along really nicely. Did you notice in the time lapse there the prismarine was flashing? It was changing color. I thought something was broken with flashback, but I looked it up. Apparently prismarine changes color very subtly. It's very hard to see. It's going to stand on some right here. Apparently, this is changing color right underneath our feet. I always wondered, like, why does prismarine sometimes look greener and sometimes look bluer? Well, it's because it does. It is greener or bluer. This is basically it. And you only really notice it when you speed it up like that. And yeah, crazy, but really cool. But we're happy with what we've done here. I can't show you the inside. I'm sorry. Well, not right now. When we're playing this, we will explore it properly as players when we're inside. But for now, spoilers and all that, there were, the time lapse is abstract enough not to give too much away, but the details of this are just going to have to wait. But it's going to be super cool, trust me, and as is everyone else's contributions to this, it's going to be very fun to play, and I can't wait to get into it, probably in a couple of weeks' time. Before we go any further in this episode, I wanted to just tell you about a little other project of mine. So I'm not sure if you are aware, but myself and Mr. VidMC, this is his storage room, by the way, that we're standing in front of. The two of us have started a podcast. It is called Intentional Game Design Podcast. And yes, unsurprisingly, it's all about Minecraft. We've been spending a lot of time talking about the recent Minecraft updates, and we just had a really fun episode where we did a tier list ranking of all of the different updates features over the past year that we have released and rated them against each other. So the link is in the description. I'll also put a card up on screen here right now. If you're interested in that, please go check it out. Appreciate it. Let's get back to the episode. But before we get on to the next thing, there's a couple of other bits and pieces to do with this task. Specifically mobs. We put in a few mobs in place here. I've already got one of them in place, but there's a couple of others that we're going to need to do some preparations for. So let's figure out how that's going to work right now. All right. So we're inside Relic Runner here. We've done our part, and yeah, everyone else is doing theirs. There's a whole bunch of activity going on below me down here. There's a lot more levels being built. You can see all the people who are online and in this group that I'm currently muted and deafened in. But look at all the people online right now, most of whom are building right here in Relic Runner. Isn't that cool? So it's happening, and we're getting ready to get some mobs in place. So in my level in particular, and in a couple of other places I've been told, we're going to need some drowns with tridents. And there is a drown farm on the server. Neatfreeze has one for tridents, but it is a long way away, and getting them here might be a bit of a pain. So I thought I'd try something small scale and easy right next door. And let me show you what's going on. Because Relic Runner just happens to be built right next to a river. right here. There's a river. Look at this. So I've got a bunch of water breathing potions. I've made a little circuit around here. I actually learned something really interesting about rails underwater that I didn't realize before. Ordinarily, I could just place a redstone block above this rail and it would flick. Obviously can't put a lever or a button anywhere underwater, or redstone itself, dust, because it doesn't exist underwater. It pops right off. So I thought redstone block. Oop, are they for me? Yep, they're for me. Ouch, ouch. So that would normally switch if you put a redstone block above that, like at this level. But it doesn't underwater, I guess, because of it being a water source block and not an air block. So I've had to make a little air pocket with a lever in there just to be able to flip that lever. But the idea being, I'm going to stand in here, and those trident guys are going to come and get me. There's one right there. Is he got a trident? He's got a fishing rod. Okay, nearly. So it won't take long for these guys to spawn, as you can see. Once they come in, we're going to get them with a rail cart, capture them, flip the button, and then we're going to send them up here to where we are right here. And this is going to put them in a holding cell. So I'm just going to put them inside glass blocks over here once they're ready. I'm going to put them here first, just in case I accidentally pick up the wrong type of guy, and I can take them out. And then from here, I can flip the rail and send them on to the next storage over here. And then when we're ready for them, they're going to sit inside glass blocks. And when we're ready, we can put in the rails and move them to where we want. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? I think we're going to have a lot of hilarity trying to see what mobs we can get in these minecarts, if this is going to work at all, or if we have to resort to the farm. But this is my lo-fi test of trying to do it locally. Let's see if it works.
I think it's just because I have a farm and I get them for free.
Yeah, but
well, they're cheap and they
I
are
really
the
like
best
them
looking
as well.
ones.
Yeah, and they're 4 blocks, so you don't have to faff about. Oh.
Fine. Okay, he's in place. He's in place. Oh no! Somebody just throw a totem at me. He's in the cart.
It's nice.
This is easy.
Go that way. That way. Get out of my way, sir. Sir, get. I'm gonna die. Here's the totem. Yeah, I couldn't fly fast enough, but luckily I flew fast enough to get it. Just knowing I had that 1 extra second from the totem.
Back in the same spot.
Again.
Okay, if he hits me again, I'm dead.
Oh, okay, you're good. You're good. He's good. Go, sir. He's on his way.
Right.
Did you change the this up here? Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, that was fairly successful. As you can see, these guys are still spawning and shooting me right here. I should probably take care of them, but we've got enough of them now. We don't need to worry. So our little gizmo down here worked fairly well. As you saw from the little clip there, we got some help from Vid and Solo, and we all died a little bit. Me more than most. But look at this. We have a whole bunch of drowned ready to go. So all we need to do now is wherever we figure out where we need them, we make a rail line up to here, flick of the switch, press the button, and boom, they are going to head off in a direction, in the direction we're going to want them to go. So that's great. Mission accomplished. That's the drowns we're going to need for our levels of Relic Runner. And a few other people need some as well. Plus, there's a couple of backups. Mission accomplished. But let's just take a little zoom around, because people have been building since I came in. Indy finished his level first, I finished mine second, and then other people have just been in here building like crazy, and this thing is springing up super fast. So this bit is actually mine over here. We built all of this. I think this goes into a dippy area here perhaps, and yeah, this is sandy here. There's a whole level above this, don't forget. So the stuff we were just looking at is down there, and all of this is up here. Look at all of this. So many different blocks. 250,000 items that we all gathered together, going into what is going to be an incredible game. Can't wait to play it. It's coming along fast, and maybe in just a few short weeks or so, we should be ready to start again. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of drowned in the game. There's one other little thing we're going to do on the mob front that should be helpful for getting Relic Runner level 2 and 3 open and back online. And that's got to do with a little farm of ours that we created some time ago. So we're going to go travel across the map right now. And yeah, we're going to go see what we can do to get some extra mobs. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's over here. So the nether hub has expanded considerably in this direction. And this is where I put this farm originally, thinking it was way enough out of the way. But I'm not sure what else is in this direction. But yeah, this is a shulker farm. And we should have some backup shulkers in here, yes, in case something goes wrong. But this is the nether roof side of things. And shulkers from the overworld will get teleported into here, jump over to here, get pushed into the wither roses and perish, and all of their drops will then come into here, which I've emptied. And this is a shulker transportation system thing I put in place some time ago that enables us to move the backup shulkers back to the overworld side of things, which is right here. However, I haven't used this farm in a little while. Last time I ran it, I really stocked up on shulker shells, and I have taken over the shulker shop on the server, so it's important for us to maintain this because it broke. A couple of changes from Mojang over the past couple of updates mean this doesn't work, and the first one of those is shulker bullets. They no longer travel through scaffolding. Let me show you why this is a problem. So in here we have a little shulker guy sitting right here. We turn this farm on just by opening this trapdoor, and these snow golems shoot snowballs at this guy. He feels like he can't shoot downwards, so he shoots up, and the bullet travels through the scaffolding, comes back down, hits himself, duplicating himself, and shulkers teleport onto these sand layers and the glass on this side as well, I believe. And as soon as they open themselves, they jump straight through the portal onto the other side. Great. Problem is, yeah, the bullets no longer travel through the scaffolding. So this guy doesn't fire, he doesn't duplicate, the farm doesn't do anything. There's a fix for that. We're going to take out this scaffolding block and put in a armor stand on top of the scaffolding block to intersect this guy. We're going to do that with a dispenser. That's step number 1. Okay, the second thing that we need to fix is something that happened in 1.21.4 or 5. I can't remember exactly. Mojang changed how portal event horizons work and how entities interact with them. So in this update, it's basically broke all portal farms, which this is obviously. So the shulker would sit on the surface, the duplicated shulker, and whether it was open or closed, it never interacted with the event horizon here of the portal, so it never teleports. So this farm, even though we can fix it, currently we're playing on 121.5 now here on the server. Currently, all of these platforms will just start filling up with shulkers who won't go anywhere, which is not what we want. We don't want them accumulating here in the overworld. That means the farm won't work, and it means we can't get the shulkers that we need for Vid, because that is a mob type we're getting ready to put into Relic Runner. Yes, Relic Runner is going to have shulkers, apparently, not for one of my level parts, but for someone else's. And yeah, this is the main reason we're going to come fix this. So we're going to put in a little fix right now, and then we're going to have to wait for the server to get updated to 121.6 or newer, which we're very close to being able to do. And yeah, then we can get the shulkers that Vid needs for Relic Runner. Okay, so we're in the heart of the machine here, and this is the tricky bit we're going to have to try and do without letting this shulker escape out of his little prison. So I'm going to break this glass block. We need to break this scaffolding, which is what the primary thing we need to do here. So do this, break that, place the glass back. Okay, now we should be able to break this glass block, break this one. We're going to come in here, we're going to break this one. And we're going to place a dispenser facing that way, like that. And inside there, we're going to put our armor stands. I can put a bunch of them just in case we need more in the future. And then I'm going to take this block out. I'm going to place a button here and dispense the armor stand right inside the shulker there. Check that out. Isn't that weird? Yep, it is weird. And that should be it. That's our fix. That should enable this farm to work once. It should enable these guys to shoot and duplicate. In fact, we can do a quick test of that, I am sure. So we're going to flick this we can hear. Yeah, we can hear stuff happening. We should see shulkers. Are they going through? They're going through. Oh, how about that? Maybe the fix is already in place. Look at that. Shulkers are duplicating and teleporting already, so maybe they fixed it in 1.21.5. Let us head over to the nether side and just take a quick sneaky peek at what's going on over there. Check it out. Yeah, look. Shulkers. Hooray. Okay. So, it's working. It's working great. Nice. Well, that means we can get Vid what he needs. So I'm going to go turn it off for now, and then we can set up a system to transport some of these guys into Relic Runner. Okay, so we're going to go grab some materials, some rails and things from our base, and get these guys ready to be transported. In fact, Vid's already got a mob collection system right here for his Ravagers. So we could probably just tie into this rail network, because this takes them to portals and sends them through. Yeah, Mr. VidMC.
Hello. I hear you. I don't see you.
Oh, hang on. Yep. Here I am. I'm invisible.
Oh, there you are. You're invisible.
Dealing with shulkers, I needed to be invisible.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I see you've got a cool little roller coaster set up here.
We've got a shulker roller coaster, exactly that. So we need to get
Beautiful.
some shulkers ready for Relic Runner. For
Yeah,
some
level
secrets.
3 just needs a few shulkers. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously I had the farm. I needed to do a little fix, which I've just done, because how they interact, how bullets interact with the scaffolding changed. So we've done a change to the farm. It seems to be working just fine. So that's great news. And yeah, this back end of the farm here was always a little shulker backup area for collecting backup shulkers in case the one in the farm dies. So we can scoop them up straight from there is the idea.
Perfect.
One of us could wear an invis potion. Well, one of us would have to be in the overworld making the farm actually produce. The other one of us would be up here at the top of this little L-shaped scaffold with invis potion on, so you can reach the dispenser at the end there and put in some minecarts and just push a button.
Okay.
When we see one up here next to it, and it should pick them up, and I've connected it right up into your existing line, which I extended around to the mob drop system that takes things right into the game. So that should make things nice and easy, hopefully.
I don't know if you checked where this line actually goes, but I had to cut it off because
I re-extended it.
Built a tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I re-extended
I was
it
thinking
around
about
the
just
tunnel.
going right up over top of it, or you went around it. That works too. Because we have to be at the far end of Relic Runner when we actually do this. So that's great. Probably going to be like a couple more days before we're actually ready to do this.
Cool.
But
well, when we are, give us a shout. We can tag team on this and get a couple of these guys in the game ready to be used. But it is done, and it was quite simple, thankfully.
That's good. That's amazing. I love it. I love it when it's easy. You and I had some fun the other day doing doing wrangling drowns as well. You, me, and Solo.
Oh yeah,
that was good. I wish I had recorded some. I hope it appears in your episode.
It will appear in this very episode. People watching this now have already seen it. So this is mobs for Relic Runner Part 2 of the episode, and
oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I guess tune in, folks, for another episode sometime soon, and we'll do the actual wrangling of the shulkers and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Until then, yeah, good luck with building what's left in Relic Runner. We're so close.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Cheers, Vid. Bye.
Bye.
There was one other Relic Runner mob I forgot about. I already needed a skeleton in my area of the game, which I have put in place. He sits in a minecart riding around. We'll see him later on. But there was another skeleton in a fixed position I needed to sort out. And yeah, rather than go out into the wider world trying to figure out what to do, I just thought, oh, there's some caves right next door to where I need them. So I laid a very small amount of track and managed to find a skeleton who spawned in a dark space in the abandoned mine shafts in the walls here. And yeah, we name tagged him, zipped him across, popped him into place, and job's done. Nice and simple. I love simple, clever solutions. And while we're on the Relic Runner mob trip, back to our drowns here, the river side of this in Relic Runner was all the way at the opposite sides where I needed them, and I don't know exactly where else in the map they need to go. So I came up with a solution here for Vid to be able to put them anywhere in Relic Runner. And that is building a railway track around the entire perimeter of the game at this level. So we've got this mega track that just goes all the way around. And whenever we need a drowned in a specific place, which for us I think is going to be, here's one right here. Okay, so this, all we need to do is redirect this bit of track so that they'll come zipping around, get to here, they will divert this way, and woo, boom, land here, and we're going to drop them right into where we need them, which in our part of the map is going to be right there, and they're going to stay in their cart, for my part, in this rail behind this trapdoor in this part of the game. And that is going to make that a lot easier than like laying extra track all the way from like one end of the map to the other. We've just got a consistent ring, and yeah, we can just drop them to any height from that ring at any time. And we can also put other mobs into that same rail system if we bring them in from outside, which is handy. Win-win! Right, this entire episode we have actually just been very Relic Runner focused on helping do our part to get it done, but that is great, and it's been fun doing it. I can't wait to play this part. It's going to be a couple of weeks, I think, until it's up and ready, but yeah, it won't be long. We'll be in here playing runs again, and we'll have a whole new couple of levels to explore. So I might get some practice runs in on level 1 just to get back up to yeah, get my muscle memory back, because it's been a while since we played, but I cannot wait, and I hope you can't too. It's going to be great. So all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give us a like, and if you want to see more we get up to here, including the runs we're going to be doing in this incredible mega game, then please subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. You take care for now. Bye bye.